how are we doing on the economic front of this conflict?
Well, this is a military conflict between Russia and Ukraine, as we've been hearing there from Mark White. But it's an economic war between Russia and the West as a whole. That's clear. That's clear because of the sanctions package. That's clear because we've tried to sanction Russia's central bank so Vladimir Putin can't get his hands on his reserves. That's why the Russian currency is plunging. Savings are being wiped out, putting domestic pressure on him. But big Western companies are heavily involved in Russia, and now they're suspending their operations or selling their stakes altogether. This isn't like shadowy business. These are thoroughbred companies. Companies like BP, our biggest oil company, selling its 20% stake in Russia's biggest oil company. Shell selling its stake in that Nord Stream pipeline and in Russia's Far East, where it's got massive liquefied natural gas projects.
And selling those assets. That's likely to
that
mean
costs real money. That costs
real money, but also it's a permanent thing. This isn't just a sort of sanction that's going to be lifted in a few months or whatever. This is a real lasting damage to the Russian economy.
And BP and Shell are maintaining they will sell. It's very difficult to sell a very complex multi-billion-pound asset, of course. You need to find a buyer. There needs to be valuations, surveys. It's like selling, 10,000 houses at once, to put it in currency, if you like, that readers can understand. But we're now getting other companies moving to be seen to be doing the right thing. Ford and Boeing have huge roots in the former Soviet Union and in Russia. Many factories Boeing and Ford have. The likes of Renault, Daimler, big French and German car makers, they have. VW has 4 factories in Russia. You've got Marks and Spencer's has multiple branches in Moscow alone and across the rest of the country. And now they are starting to move or to say that they're going to move out. Dell and Apple, as you say.
And this may well have an effect on the people of Russia. What do you think, looking historically, when we've seen in other countries economic issues, sometimes that can spur something political.
Oh, massive. It's already happening, Tom. I've got many people I know in Moscow. I lived there for a number of years, as you know. People's savings are being wiped out. It feels like the immediate post-Soviet chaotic years of the 90s. The Russians thought they were beyond that. They thought they were on the way to being a middle-income, more stable country. So, of course, they're noticing that their ruble-based savings are being vaporized by these sanctions. And there's more, something I didn't think we'd see. You've got the major shipping companies of the world. Maersk, the world's biggest shipping company. These are the companies that move about millions of containers on ships. You've got Ocean Network Express, the big Singapore shipping company. You've got Hapag-Lloyd, the huge German shipping company. They are now saying they will not move freight into and out of Russia, period. This is much bigger than the British government saying Russian ships can't dock here. Yeah. This is like a global...
The biggest companies in the world. Russia being sealed off from the international...
The top shipping companies in the world are saying that they're not going to deliver to or take from Russia. Russia, the world's biggest wheat exporter. Russia, the exporter of many vital metals that we need for industrial processes across this country, across the Western world. Yeah. As I say, we've got military conflict between Russia and Ukraine. I can't see the West getting heavily involved in that. But when it comes to economic conflict, this is full-on East-West. It's a standoff, Tom.